This is the iPhone Air, the showstopper of Apple's September launch event. At just 5.6 millimeters, it's the thinnest iPhone ever made. Sleeker, lighter, and thinner than even the iPod Touch from a decade ago. But don't let that slim profile fool you. Inside the iPhone Air lies something far more important than just design. Apple's most advanced custom silicon yet, the A19 Pro chip. Today, we're going to go deep into the iPhone Air, into Apple's silicon strategy, into how the company is positioning itself for an AI-driven future, and what it all means for users, investors, and the tech industry. The design star. Let's start with what meets the eye. The iPhone Air isn't just another refresh. It's Apple's first major iPhone redesign since 2017. Thickness, 5.6 millimeters. That's thinner than a pencil. Front camera, a flexible new design that lets you dual record from both front and back cameras at once. Durability, enhanced ceramic shield glass for more protection. Camera plateau, a raised design housing a 48-megapixel sensor. Apple calls this a modern, minimal, thermally optimized build. But to most people, it just looks and feels fresh. And here's the key. This redesign isn't just about looks. It's about making space for the new silicon architecture inside. The hidden star, A19 Pro. Every year, Apple releases a new chip, and every year it gets faster. But this year is different. The A19 Pro chip represents a fundamental architectural shift. For the first time, Apple has embedded neural accelerators directly inside all 6 GPU cores. What does that mean? It means the iPhone can now run artificial intelligence tasks like image recognition, real-time language translation, or advanced gaming graphics directly on device. No waiting for the cloud, no sending your data off to remote servers. It's fast, it's private, and it's efficient. This puts the iPhone Air and iPhone 17 Pro into a performance class closer to MacBook Pro silicon than previous iPhones. Developers now have the tools to weave AI seamlessly into every app. For Apple, this is their clearest signal yet. AI belongs on your device, not just in the cloud. Why on-device AI matters? This is where Apple is diverging from its rivals. Google is investing billions into Gemini, its large language models. OpenAI is scaling ChatGPT across the cloud. Microsoft is embedding AI into every part of Windows. Apple is saying, our advantage is privacy and efficiency. Here's why that matters. Privacy. If AI can run locally, your personal data stays on your iPhone, not in a server farm. Responsiveness. On-device AI is instant. No lag from network calls. Battery life. Custom neural accelerators mean less energy is wasted. Think about it. You want your iPhone to summarize a PDF, enhance a photo, or translate a live conversation. Do you want to wait for the cloud, or have it happen instantly, privately in your hand? That's Apple's bet, the new chip family. The A19 Pro wasn't the only surprise. Apple also introduced 1. C1X modem, Apple's first fully in-house 5G modem, replacing Qualcomm in the iPhone Air. It's twice as fast as last year's C1 and 30% more energy efficient. 2. N1 wireless chip, Apple's first wireless and Bluetooth controller for iPhones, replacing Broadcom. Together, these chips allow Apple to control every critical part of the iPhone's connectivity stack. Why does that matter? Because when Apple designs the silicon, it can optimize it specifically for the iPhone, delivering better battery life, smoother integration, and unique features competitors can't match. The Wall Street angle. Interestingly, Apple's stock dipped after the iPhone Air launch. Why? Investors were hoping for more explicit announcements about Apple's AI strategy. Wall Street sees Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI moving fast with flashy AI products. Apple, by contrast, is playing a quieter long game. They're not trying to build the next ChatGPT. Instead, they're building the best possible device to run ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other AI model. And while that might sound less exciting, it's classic Apple. Control the hardware, optimize the experience, and let the ecosystem do the rest. Section 6. Thermal engineering. Let's talk about heat. Last year's iPhone 15 had overheating complaints. Apple's fix? A vapor chamber cooling system and a forged aluminum unibody with laser welding for better thermal conductivity. The result: the A19 Pro can run harder, longer, without turning your iPhone into a hand warmer. This matters because AI workloads and advanced gaming push chips to their limits. Without cooling, performance throttles. With it, Apple can unlock full power, the Qualcomm and Broadcom shift. For years, Qualcomm provided Apple's modems. Broadcom supplied wireless chips. Now Apple is phasing them out. Broadcom stock slipped slightly on the N1 news but recovered. Qualcomm still holds the Pro models, but Apple's roadmap suggests all iPhones will move to Apple modems within 2 years. This isn't just about cost, it's about control. Smaller devices like Apple Glasses or future wearables will require ultra-efficient tiny chips that only Apple can optimize for. Owning the stack makes that possible. The bigger architecture play, the A19 Pro's architecture, neural accelerators and GPU cores will ripple across Apple's product lines. Future M-series Mac chips will almost certainly adopt this GPU approach. Developers will be able to write AI-enhanced code once and run it across iPhone, iPad, and Mac. That's Apple's unified architecture strategy. One silicon vision across all products, supply chain, and geopolitics. But there's a problem. All of Apple's leading-edge chips come from TSMC's factories in Taiwan. The iPhone Air's A19 Pro is built on TSMC's 3-nanometer node, the most advanced process available. Apple is investing in TSMC's Arizona fabs, but those won't be producing at scale until at least 2028. That leaves Apple vulnerable. Tariffs, a proposed 100% tariff on chips not made domestically. Geopolitics, tensions around Taiwan and China. Supply risks, one earthquake, one political disruption, and Apple's silicon pipeline could be threatened. Tim Cook has been lobbying heavily in Washington and increasing Apple's U.S. investments. But for now, Taiwan is mission critical. The future of Apple Silicon. So where does this go next? Within 2 years, all iPhones will likely use Apple modems and wireless chips. The A19 Pro's AI-first GPU design will spread to Macs and iPads. Apple will continue to push on-device AI, positioning itself as the most private, efficient platform for AI apps. Expect future products like Apple Glasses to rely on this complete control of the silicon stack. And, longer term, if Intel's 14A process node lives up to its promises, Apple may even diversify some chip production back to U.S. soil. Closing thoughts. The iPhone Air may look like a thinner, lighter iPhone, but it represents something much bigger. It's Apple's clearest signal yet that the company wants to control every critical chip inside its devices. It's a bet on-device AI, on privacy, and on silicon as Apple's future differentiator. Investors may grumble about a lack of flashy AI announcements. But Apple's long game is clear. If the hardware is best in class, the ecosystem will follow. The iPhone Air isn't just a redesign. It's Apple's declaration that the future of AI, privacy, and performance belongs right in your pocket.